Hey again, everybody. Sorry that it's been kind of a little while, but I haven't forgotten, so I guess we're just gonna dive right back in. She stood wearing the same clothes she had on when John last saw her. She smiled, holding out her hand. "Dad, it's okay," she said. John stumbled forward, hardly aware of the world around him. How how can you be here? Flower gave his arm a sharp tug. Her eyes screamed at him. "John!" Saint yelled, but his voice was distant. "God damn it," he said, digging into his pockets. "It's not her." Her hand stayed outstretched. "You can stay, Dad. You, Mark Anthony, me, we could be happy here. Don't you want that?" John inched closer, Flower dragging behind him. Saint came around to his front. John saw the coin and lunged for him. "Stop!" he cried out. Saint shot him a look that could kill. "Let me go," he said. "Please," John whimpered. "Just let me." Saint stared for a second longer and took a step back. "After you." He took Flower by the arm. She eased her grip, and John slipped from her fingers, walking to his daughter. "I never got to say I was sorry. Never took the time to tell you how much you mattered to me." Tears rolled over his cheeks. "Even when you were a little girl, I never gave you enough time, and my selfishness spilled over to my grandson. I'm so sorry, baby girl." He continued to smile, but she continued to smile. "It's okay, Dad. We have all the time in the world now. And and when your husband left you," he went on, "I left you alone, all because I couldn't face you again, knowing I was just another man who abandoned you." He reached out his hand. Saint said something, but John didn't hear. I was never a good father, a worse grandfather." His fingers were only inches from hers. "I'm sorry for everything. But this confession, this apology, it means nothing." He grabbed her wrist. His his tear-streaked eyes grew hot. "Because you're not my daughter. Now, Saint." He saw the coin zip by. "I love you, Victoria," he said as her head turned into a pink and red lump. Her body went limp. It felt warm on his skin, and unlike the rain, it clung to him. He let her body crumple to the ground, gave it one last look, and stepped over. Saint blocked him with an outstretched hand. "You gonna be okay?" He looked past him at the spire of buildings. "I've never been okay. My whole life I've spent trying to be in another world. Now I'm here, and is all I want is what I lost in my real life. How do you think?" "I'd say you're doing just about as well as me, which is to say, not too fucking well." Flower slammed a hug into John without warning. Even Saint was taken aback by the sudden surge of kindness. John nestled his face into her black hair and let out a single long cry. "Didn't like your surprise?" said the punk kid on the screen. John pulled Flower away and without a single glance started walking down the street. "Aw, I hit a nerve, did I?" he continued, his face following them. "I know I aimed low on that one, I know, but you just don't get it. Not yet, big guy. Soon, though, soon you'll be grabbing for this. Come on, old man, chin up." "Shut your goddamn mouth, you ingrate. I'd never end up like you, pawing at power like mommy's tit. Grow up, cut your fucking hair, and at least pretend to be a man. That or get the hell out of a real man's way. Wouldn't want you getting hurt," John said. "How's your elbow feel, fuckface?" Saint echoed behind him. The punk smiled. "Oh, but I like this." "Dad?" said another Victoria. John tried to ignore her, but she followed. "Please, Daddy, I'm cold." He risked a glance and regretted it as his eyes clapped on his daughter standing stark naked, a head wound oozing. "I can't hear anything," she said, holding out her arms. John saw the coin whip by and looked away before it tore through her wrists. He knew Saint would take care of it, something he couldn't be more thankful for. More Victorias appeared, all handless, pouring from alleyways. John refused to run, refused that fuck on the screen the satisfaction. One crawled from a drain. Others jumped from rooftops, making clean splats on the concrete. Those that followed only stood within a few feet of the trio. Saint held his coin at the ready, but held back the urge of violence. Something told him it'd only make it worse. John's eyes stayed on the ground, the echoes of misery and pain all around him. Only one thought pushing his feet forward. Mark Anthony, he breathed. We'll get you back, son. And that's going to be all for right now. I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, try to have yourselves a good day. Bye.